Dear friends, today we gather in the spirit of hope and renewal to explore a message of healing, one drawn from the timeless words of the Psalms. In a world where challenges and suffering often seem overwhelming, there is comfort and strength to be found in the divine promise of healing. I want to share with you 3 powerful Psalms that, when embraced with faith, can bring healing to every aspect of our lives, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual. Faith is the enduring light that pierces even the deepest darkness, offering a promise of healing that transcends the limitations of our mortal understanding. In moments when our bodies weaken under the weight of illness and our spirits are burdened by sorrow, faith emerges as a steadfast companion, providing comfort and strength that seems almost miraculous. It is not a fleeting sentiment, but a profound conviction that every trial has purpose and every ailment holds potential for restoration through divine grace. This belief in a power greater than ourselves instills courage to confront adversity, transforming suffering into an opportunity for spiritual renewal and growth. When we embrace faith, we open ourselves to a healing that extends far beyond the physical realm. It nurtures mind and heart, urging us to look inward and realize that true healing is holistic. In quiet moments of solitude, when the world falls away, we hear a gentle whisper of hope, assuring us that we are cherished. That soft promise acts like a soothing balm on wounded souls, calming the turmoil that often overwhelms us during distress. It reminds us that our physical afflictions are intertwined with our emotional and spiritual well-being, and by healing one, we begin to mend the others. The journey toward recovery is illuminated by faith, which serves as a bridge between despair and hope. It calls upon us to rise above difficulties and trust in the unseen hand guiding us toward a brighter tomorrow. Although the path of healing may be fraught with challenges and uncertainty, faith shines as a beacon, urging persistence when the road seems impassable. Every step is lit by the understanding that even the darkest valleys can yield to radiant meadows. Our struggles are redefined as temporary setbacks, each carrying the seed of a miraculous comeback and the promise of renewal. Faith also encourages us to embrace forgiveness as a vital part of healing. When we release anger and resentment, we create space in our hearts for divine love to enter and mend our deepest wounds. Forgiveness is not merely an act of letting go, it is a courageous step toward restoring balance. By forgiving others and ourselves, we allow the healing power of faith to permeate every aspect of our existence, freeing us from the chains of past hurts and paving the way for true liberation. Each act of forgiveness becomes a stepping stone on the path to recovery, reinforcing the belief that healing is both possible and transformative. In daily life, subtle miracles of healing appear as quiet reminders of the divine presence. These small blessings may come as a kind word from a friend, the comforting embrace of a loved one, or an unexpected moment of peace after anxiety. Such experiences testify that divine compassion is ever at work, mending the fractures in our lives with tender care. As we become more attuned to these moments of grace, our faith deepens, strengthening our understanding that healing is an ongoing journey nurtured by trust and perseverance. Gratitude plays a crucial role in this process. Recognizing and appreciating the blessings around us, even amid pain, anchors us in a mindset that fosters recovery. Every sunrise, every smile, and every kind gesture reminds us that life is filled with moments of beauty and grace. Even during suffering, This gratitude transforms our perception of illness, allowing us to see it not solely as a source of pain, but as an invitation to grow and to experience the resilient spirit within. Embracing gratitude aligns our hearts with healing energies and makes each moment of relief a testament to the enduring power of faith. The process of healing through faith is both a personal journey and a shared experience. It invites us to surrender our doubts and place our trust in a higher power that offers endless compassion. Walking this path teaches us that faith is not an escape from life's realities, but a means to engage with them more deeply. It infuses every trial with purpose and every setback with the promise of a fresh start. In this transformative journey, healing touches not only the body but the heart and mind, renewing our spirit in ways that are profound and lasting. Divine guidance is like the steady hand of a shepherd, gently leading his flock along safe, fertile pastures, even in the midst of life's unpredictable terrain. In every step we take, there is a reassuring presence that mirrors the care a shepherd shows to his sheep, ensuring that each one is nurtured and protected from harm. This imagery of a compassionate guide who knows every twist and turn of our journey reminds us that we are never left to wander alone. Even when the road is dark and the challenges seem insurmountable, the divine shepherd is there, guiding us toward hope and renewal. Every moment of our lives reflects this tender oversight. Like a shepherd who listens for the soft bleats of his flock, divine guidance is attentive to our inner cries for help. It understands our fears and doubts, quietly dispelling them with the assurance that no trial is too great when we walk in the light of this loving care. When we pause in moments of uncertainty, the gentle whisper of this guidance calls us to trust, urging us to follow paths that lead to healing and growth. The metaphor of the shepherd serves as a constant reminder that care and protection are not mere abstractions, but living realities offered to us each day. In times of distress, the imagery of the shepherd becomes even more vivid. Picture a vast, rugged landscape where danger lurks behind every bend. In such a setting, the presence of a devoted shepherd provides not only direction, but also comfort. His watchful eye keeps the flock from straying into peril, much like divine guidance steers us away from destructive choices. Every rocky path and treacherous drop is met with a careful intervention that reaffirms the promise of safety. The shepherd's staff and rod, symbols of both support and defense, remind us that the divine is ever present to ward off harm and to gently correct our course when we falter. This guidance is deeply personal. The shepherd knows each sheep individually, recognizing their unique needs and vulnerabilities. In the same way, divine guidance reaches into our hearts, offering bespoke care tailored to our struggles and aspirations. It comforts us in moments of solitude, assuring us that our value is not determined by our missteps, but by the enduring love that surrounds us. Every act of kindness, every quiet moment of reflection becomes a testament to this intimate care. It is in these moments that we discover the profound truth that our journey is carefully watched over by a presence that values us beyond measure. The path under divine guidance is not free from challenges, yet it is through these trials that our character is refined. Just as a shepherd may lead his flock through narrow passes and over rugged hills, so too does divine guidance use our hardships to shape us into stronger, more resilient beings. The experience of being gently corrected, of being drawn back from the brink of despair, fosters a trust that transforms adversity into an opportunity for growth. Each stumble is met with the reassurance that we are being guided back onto the right path, that our journey has purpose even in its most arduous moments. Moreover, the shepherd's relentless care is a powerful symbol of redemption and restoration. When a sheep strays and becomes lost in the vast wilderness, the shepherd does not abandon it. Instead, he ventures out with unwavering determination to recover the lost soul. This image speaks volumes about the nature of divine guidance. It is never limited by our failures. Even when we stray, when we lose our way, the loving guide seeks us out with compassion and mercy, inviting us to return to the fold. It is this unyielding commitment to our well-being that fills our hearts with hope and fortifies our spirit against the storms of life. In the quiet moments of dawn and dusk, when the world is still, the shepherd's presence becomes most apparent. The soft glow of the morning light and the serene calm of twilight remind us that the divine is always near, tenderly guiding us through each day. Divine guidance remains our steadfast beacon, lighting each step with care. The promise of divine protection is a steadfast assurance that infuses our lives with hope and courage, even when we stand before life's most daunting challenges. It is a promise that whispers to us in the quiet moments of dawn and reassures us during the darkest hours of night, reminding us that we are never truly alone. This protection is not a mere concept, but a living, breathing reality that surrounds us like a warm embrace, shielding our hearts and minds from the storms of despair and the uncertainties of our world. In every trial we face, there is a divine presence that stands as our sentinel, a guardian whose care is as relentless as it is gentle, ensuring that no harm overwhelms us beyond what we can bear. This sacred promise reaches into every facet of our existence. When our bodies are frail or our spirits are burdened by grief, divine protection provides the strength to persevere. It is as if an unseen force lifts us from the depths of our sorrow, imbuing us with the resilience needed to confront each new day. In moments when fear casts its long shadow over our path, the assurance of protection becomes a luminous beacon, guiding our steps and fortifying our resolve. We come to understand that the challenges we face are not a sign of abandonment, but a call to draw nearer to the source of that enduring care. The beauty of this promise lies in its all-encompassing nature. It is not confined to physical safety alone. Divine protection reaches deep into our emotional and spiritual realms, offering solace to hearts that are heavy with worry and to minds tormented by doubt. It is a comforting reminder that every tear shed and every moment of despair is met with a compassionate response from a power far greater than our own. As we navigate the turbulent waters of life, we can hold fast to the conviction that this protective love does not falter. It is ever present, a silent yet constant companion that lifts our burdens and restores our hope. In the midst of life's unpredictable twists and turns, divine protection also teaches us about the strength found in surrendering to a higher plan. Rather than fighting against the inevitable storms, we learn to trust in the wisdom of a force that understands our deepest needs. This trust transforms our perspective on adversity, allowing us to see each challenge as an opportunity for growth and each hardship as a stepping stone toward a more profound understanding of love and grace. With this assurance, we are emboldened to face our fears head on, knowing that our every step is safeguarded by a promise that transcends the material world. Every experience of divine protection, whether grand or subtle, serves as a testimony to a benevolent presence that cares for us unconditionally. It is in the moments when a sudden calm replaces the chaos, or when a kind word appears at just the right time, that we witness the tangible manifestations of this promise. These instances, though they may seem small, accumulate into a reservoir of strength and hope that we can draw upon in times of need. They remind us that even when the weight of the world bears down on our shoulders, there is a sanctuary in which we can find refuge, a place where our worries are gently laid to rest. As we continue our journey, the promise of divine protection becomes a living part of our daily experience. It calls us to remain vigilant in our faith, to seek out the moments of quiet grace that punctuate our lives, and to trust that every step forward is underpinned by a love that is both powerful and tender, the assurance of being guarded by a force that is larger than ourselves instills a deep-seated peace, a peace that fortifies our spirit against the trials that lie ahead. It is this inner peace that encourages us to spread kindness and compassion, knowing that the same protective love that shields us is meant to be shared with those around us. In the gentle rhythm of our hearts and the quiet cadence of our prayers, we find that the promise of divine protection is not a distant hope, but a present reality. It is a promise that envelops us in its warm light, transforming our fears into courage and our sorrow into hope. With every breath we take, we are reminded of the unyielding commitment of a power that stands by us, guarding our every step and guiding us with a love that is both fierce and tender. Embracing mercy and forgiveness is an invitation to release the burdens that weigh heavily on our hearts. It calls us to let go of resentment and anger, and to open ourselves to a grace that heals the deepest wounds. In this sacred act, we learn that true strength lies not in holding on to pain, but in allowing ourselves to be transformed by a love that is far greater than any transgression. Mercy is like a gentle rain that softens hardened ground, nurturing new growth in places once barren with bitterness. It is in those quiet, reflective moments that we come to realize forgiveness is not about forgetting the past. It is about freeing ourselves from the chains that bind us to old hurts. When we choose to forgive, we do more than pardon the offenses of others. We also extend compassion to ourselves. Every time we release the grip of anger, we reclaim a part of our spirit that may have been lost in the struggle against pain. This process of letting go requires vulnerability and humility, for it asks us to acknowledge our own imperfections and the imperfections of those around us. In embracing mercy, we understand that none of us is without fault and that we all deserve the chance to mend and start anew. This realization is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the enduring power of love and understanding, which ultimately fortify our hearts and minds. Forgiveness, as an act of mercy, transforms our perception of suffering. It allows us to see our trials not merely as sources of pain, but as opportunities for growth and renewal. When we forgive, we break the cycle of retribution and open the door to healing. The energy once consumed by bitterness can then be redirected toward building a life filled with hope and joy. In every instance where forgiveness replaces resentment, we affirm our belief in the possibility of redemption and the promise of a better tomorrow. This shift in perspective is both liberating and empowering, as it underscores the profound truth that we are not defined by our wounds, but by our capacity to heal. The journey of embracing mercy and forgiveness also reshapes our relationships with others. When we choose to forgive, we set in motion a ripple effect that extends far beyond our own lives. Our act of releasing anger becomes a beacon of light that encourages those around us to do the same. It cultivates an environment where understanding and compassion thrive, and where conflicts are resolved not with further strife, but with empathy and kindness. In this way, forgiveness builds bridges between hearts, mending the divides that separate us and nurturing a sense of community rooted in mutual respect and shared humanity. In moments of deep hurt, when the scars of past wrongs seem insurmountable, the call to forgive can feel daunting. Yet it is precisely during these times that the practice of mercy becomes most essential. It challenges us to confront our pain, to look it in the eye, and to choose healing over despair. Each act of forgiveness is a step toward reclaiming our inner peace and rediscovering the beauty of life. It is a daily, intentional choice to rise above the weight of negativity and to allow love to flow freely, unimpeded by the residue of past grievances. Moreover, embracing mercy and forgiveness is an ongoing process of self-discovery. It invites us to reflect on our own shortcomings and to extend the same compassion to ourselves that we so readily offer to others. In recognizing that every person is on a journey marked by mistakes and missteps, we begin to see that forgiveness is as much a gift to ourselves as it is to those who have wronged us. This inner work of self-forgiveness is crucial, for it lays the foundation for a life lived in authenticity and grace. By accepting our own need for mercy, we cultivate a deeper sense of empathy that not only heals our hearts, but also enriches our relationships with the people around us. The transformative power of mercy and forgiveness lies in its ability to turn suffering into a catalyst for profound personal change. Each time we forgive, we reaffirm our commitment to live with compassion, to honor the dignity of every individual, and to foster a spirit of unity that transcends the divisions of the past. In this practice, we discover that mercy is not simply an abstract ideal, but a dynamic force that shapes our lives in tangible ways. It teaches us that even in the face of deep pain, there is always a path forward, a way to transform hurt into healing and isolation into connection. There is a deep and abiding force that lifts our weary hearts and reawakens our inner light, a force that calls us to a continual process of renewal and fortifies us with spiritual strength. In every moment of quiet reflection, we sense a stirring of hope deep within, as if the very breath of life is whispering that no matter how heavy our burdens may seem, there is always an opportunity to be reborn. It is a gentle, persistent reminder that our spirit is not static, but is continually being reshaped by experiences of grace and transformation. Even in times of great trial, when the weight of our struggles threatens to overwhelm us, this renewing power sustains us and encourages us to look beyond the immediate pain toward a horizon filled with promise and possibility. When we allow ourselves to be open to this divine energy, we discover that renewal is not merely a momentary respite from hardship, but a profound shift in our perspective. It invites us to shed the old patterns of despair and fear and step into a space where every setback is transformed into a stepping stone for growth. As we embrace this new beginning, we find that spiritual strength grows from our willingness to be vulnerable, to acknowledge our imperfections, and to trust that we are being guided toward a more complete and harmonious state of being. In the quiet moments of prayer or meditation, we feel that gentle nudge urging us to release past hurts and to accept the gift of each new day as a chance to start afresh. This journey of renewal is marked by an inner transformation that transcends the physical. It is as if our very souls are being cleansed, freed from the residue of past sorrows and infused with a renewed sense of purpose. There is a clarity that emerges when we let go of old wounds, a clarity that allows us to see the beauty in the everyday and to appreciate the delicate balance of life. With each breath, we are reminded that we are capable of extraordinary resilience, and that every experience, whether joyful or painful, contributes to the rich tapestry of our being. This awareness kindles within us an enduring strength that does not waver in the face of adversity, for it is anchored in a deep-seated faith in the inherent goodness of life. In the midst of life's challenges, spiritual strength offers a sanctuary where our hearts can find solace. It is a strength that does not rely on our own limited capacities, but is drawn from a wellspring of divine love that surrounds us. We come to realize that true strength is not measured by how much we can endure on our own, but by our willingness to lean on the support of a power that is greater than ourselves. In moments of doubt, when the path ahead seems shrouded in uncertainty, we find that renewal provides the courage to take one more step, to trust that even the smallest act of faith can ignite a transformation within. This courage blossoms into a confident assurance that we are never alone, and that every challenge we face is met with an ever-present guiding light. Each day, as we open our hearts to the possibility of renewal, we begin to notice subtle shifts in our perspective. The quiet strength that emerges from within helps us navigate the complexities of our relationships and the inevitable hardships that life presents. We learn that our capacity for forgiveness and compassion is intertwined with our ability to renew ourselves, creating a cycle of healing that touches every aspect of our existence. In the midst of our busy lives, the moments of spiritual renewal may come as a soft whisper, a kind word, a shared smile, or the serene silence of early morning. That gently reminds us that we are constantly being rebuilt and reinvigorated. There is a profound beauty in the way that renewal infuses our spirit with strength, enabling us to face each day with a heart that is open to both challenge and change. The process is neither swift nor effortless. It is a gradual unfolding, much like the slow opening of a flower at sunrise. Yet with every new day, we are given the chance to reinvent ourselves, to let go of old burdens, and to embrace a future filled with hope. In this ongoing journey, our spiritual strength is both the result of our willingness to accept renewal and the very catalyst that propels us toward a life of deeper meaning and connection. There is a message of hope and renewal that speaks directly to the heart, whispering assurances of a brighter tomorrow even in our darkest moments. It is a reminder that no matter how heavy our burdens may feel or how deep our sorrows run, there is always a new day on the horizon, inviting us to step forward into light and grace. This message calls us to trust in a power greater than ourselves, one that mends broken spirits and revives weary souls. When we allow ourselves to embrace this promise, we find that each setback is merely a prelude to a fresh start, a chance to rediscover the beauty that lies within and around us. In every trial, there is an opportunity for transformation. The struggles we face are not simply obstacles, but stepping stones on a journey toward renewal. When we confront our challenges with an open heart, hope becomes a steady companion, lighting the path ahead even when the road seems shrouded in uncertainty. This hope is not a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated conviction that life holds endless possibilities for growth and change. It encourages us to rise above despair, to see our hardships as moments that refine and strengthen our inner resolve. Each new morning offers a blank page, inviting us to write a story of perseverance, joy, and rebirth. As we journey through life's seasons, the gentle touch of hope and renewal reveals itself in both grand gestures and small, quiet moments. The laughter of a child, the warmth of a shared embrace, or the simple beauty of a sunrise, all these remind us that renewal is woven into the fabric of everyday life. In these moments, the heavy cloak of past disappointments is lifted, and we are filled with a sense of possibility that transcends our current circumstances. It is as if every heartbeat sings a hymn of redemption, affirming that no matter the darkness of the night, the promise of a new dawn is always near. This message also calls us to forgive ourselves and others, so that the chains of regret and bitterness may fall away. Forgiveness is a vital part of renewal. It is the process by which we cleanse our hearts of the stains of hurt and open ourselves to healing. When we release our grip on past wrongs, we create space for hope to blossom. It is in these moments of forgiveness that the promise of renewal takes root, transforming pain into a powerful catalyst for personal growth and deeper understanding. The act of forgiving, whether a small misstep or a profound betrayal, is a declaration that we are ready to move forward, unburdened by the weight of what has been. Hope and renewal are not abstract ideals. They are experienced in the everyday miracles that remind us we are cherished and cared for. Each act of kindness, every encouraging word, and every quiet moment of reflection is a testament to the sustaining power of this promise. In our interactions with one another, we witness the ripple effect of hope. A single smile can ignite a spark that spreads warmth and light far beyond its initial glow. When we open our hearts to others, we participate in a cycle of renewal that touches not only our own lives, but the lives of those around us, creating communities built on love, support, and shared resilience. There is also a profound strength that comes from acknowledging our capacity for renewal. In the face of life's inevitable storms, we are reminded that our spirit is as resilient as it is tender. Even when the winds of adversity threaten to uproot us, the deep-rooted hope that lies within enables us to stand firm. This strength is not about denying our pain, but about finding the courage to rise above it, to see our trials as temporary and our potential as infinite. With each breath, we are given the chance to be remade, to become the best version of ourselves, and to move forward with renewed purpose and passion. Every step we take on this journey is imbued with the promise of renewal, urging us to let go of what no longer serves us and to embrace the transformative power of hope. It is a call to live with intention and to appreciate the beauty of each moment, knowing that each day offers a new beginning. In the quiet intervals between our busy lives, in the silent moments of prayer and reflection, we encounter the gentle nudge that reminds us we are never stuck in the past. The future is always open, waiting for us to step into its light, ready to be shaped by our dreams, our faith, and our enduring belief that every heart can be healed and every soul renewed.